Hello, all you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. If you are brand new here, welcome. I'm Bonnie, Old Soul Mermaid, and today is an unboxing of sorts. It's an existing deck, but it is something that has been out of print for quite a while, and I have wanted this deck, oh my gosh, for so long. And every time that there was a copy in my price range that would show up on eBay, I would be out of funds. Like I had backed a Kickstarter, I spent my allotment, and the deck wouldn't be around the next time I had funds. But this is March, this is my birthday month, and my husband knew how much I wanted this deck, and he found it. He knew what edition I wanted. He knew my parameters for condition, and yeah, he sprung for it for me, and it's a happy surprise. My birthday is coming up, and yay, Pisces season. So happy birthday to all my fellow Pisceans and March birthdays. And I am so happy. This time last year, I got another deck around this time that I wanted off of eBay. It was the most I ever spent on a deck. It was the Victorian Romantic, because that was out of print at the time. But so this is another one. So I'm going to take all this, all the bubble wrap off, and I'll be right back. All right, just a little more suspense. What is the deck? If you've been on my channel for a while, you will know the deck. I've mentioned it before in some of my other videos, a deck I've missed out on and I really wanted. So, to give you a hint, does that give you a hint? It is a deck by Baba Studio. Is that another hint? We are going to open it up. Whoa! It is the Bohemian Gothic Tarot by Baba Studios. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have wanted this deck for so long, and I'm just getting down a little bit closer so you can get a good look. Not a new deck for many of you, and many of you have it, but I have wanted this deck and wanted this deck. I do have the small mini version, but having this, I got this because this was out of print. Having this made me want this even more. Yeah. So we're going to look at the condition of it, and I wanted it in really good condition. I wanted the 3rd edition in particular, and I wanted it from a non-smoking home, preferably sealed, but if you find one that's sealed, you're going up to $800 up. But this one, in the description, they said it was unwrapped, but it hadn't been used. So they basically went over the cards, and then they included the bag. It was stored in this bag in a chest. So this is really, really good condition. And you know these bags by Baba Studios are, what are they, $30, $32 if you buy them. Sometimes you get a discount if you buy them with a deck. But look how beautiful that is. All right, so let's open it up and see what condition the cards are in. The box is like, let's look at the box. No dings. Yeah, no bending. It's in really, really good condition, you guys. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. The backs, and it looks like she put it in order. So I'm just going to do a quick flip through. There's the title card. Yeah, this is originally, is it 2013? Now, is this originally, let me know if you know, 2013 when the first edition came out, or is that when the third edition came out? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. So this is the third edition. If you are not familiar, if you're a newbie, if you're not familiar with Baba Studios decks, and I see a little bit of a separation right there. It could have been the way it was stored, but you know, I think it's something I can live with. When I got my Mythical Creatures deck by Baba Studio, there was a little bit of that, and that was brand new. So we are going to look and enjoy. So if you're not familiar, if you're brand new to tarot and you're just discovering TarotTube, Baba Studios decks are the bomb, and they are highly desirable, great cardstock, great production, and we're gonna experience a little bit of Halloween in March. So let's do a flip through, and while I'm at it, we can do a side-by-side comparison of the mini version, just because I have it. I have edged my mini version in black, which I'll probably do with the full-size version. So we're just gonna flip through while I talk. Oh, and the backs are different. They're a little bit different. I will tell you that this little pocket version is also out of print. I believe I paid $56 for it, and now people are selling it for like $150, $200 on eBay just for the little pocket version. So you can imagine how much, yeah, the full size is going for. I have wanted this deck. Oh my gosh, I have wanted the full-size deck, and I did buy this one. Oops. What have we got going on here? Okay, there are 2 Lovers cards, so we'll see where that pops up. But I preferred this version of the Lovers. I like them both, but yeah. So you can see they're exactly the same, but as far as the full-size version, it seemed like every time I wanted to buy it, or actually there was one popping up on eBay, I was out of funds, either because I spent my budget for the month for either decks or, just my budget for other things, my art supplies, sewing supplies. And they would always pop up when I didn't have any money. And it wasn't only a matter of them popping up. I wanted the 3rd edition. I wanted a deck that was in really good condition, preferably sealed. But, that's hard. That got increasingly harder and harder to come by. And the prices now are running, from anywhere from $300 or $400 to $1,000, and for any of the editions, for 1, 2, or 3. And some of them are in really, rough condition, and people are asking, a lot of money for them. And so my husband knew what I was looking for. He knows, if I'm buying a used deck, what I look for. I'm kind of persnickety about condition. And if you're going to spend a lot of money on a deck, I'm not happy spending a lot of money if it's going to be something that's, fragile or smells like smoke, or, I've got my standards. But needless to say, this deck was moving farther and farther out of my reach as far as cost. So, like I said, this is March. It is my birthday month. I'm going to be having a birthday very soon, and my husband surprised me with this deck. It just came in the mail today, and it was a box, and I saw that it had a little bit of eBay tape, and he says, okay, this is for your birthday. You can open it now, or you can hold on to it. And I said, well, it's got eBay tape, so I need to open it. And looking through the bubble wrap, I saw just a glimpse of the picture of the back, and I'm like, is this what I think it is? And he says, yes, it is. And I was so stoked. I said, okay, I have to shoot a video right away. Because if you've been on my channel, you know I've mentioned this deck a few times that I really wanted it. Now, working with the little teeny tiny version, the mini deck has made me want this even more because I love how it reads for me. If you're new to Tarot Tube or new to Tarot, you might look at this deck and say, wow, it's really dark and creepy. Maybe it's only good for shadow work or for the dark months of the year. Bring it out at Halloween or Samhain. And I found that isn't the case for me. Yes, you could do shadow work with this deck, but I found that I would just pull it for everyday readings and queries and questions. And I found that this deck is very practical, despite the images, despite somewhat kitschy, gothic, tongue-in-cheek images. It delivers some hard-hitting news and what you need to hear with humor, which I find is so important sometimes. Sometimes you just need to laugh. And these images are, at first glance, they're very serious. But then if you look harder, they have a tongue-in-cheek, just cheeky imagery. And I find, I look at this family and it's like, whoa. I don't know. I find that I really resonate with it. It ticks the boxes with Victorian Gothic imagery, the humor, beautiful female figures. It's just, it ticks all the boxes for me. Nosferatu, and I had to laugh. My oldest son, when he was quite young, he was about 7, 8 years old, he was obsessed with the Nosferatu, the original silent movie, and we actually have an action figure, a 12-inch action figure of this in our house, and actually these little rats came with him, so I just, yeah. So we're having a little bit of Halloween in March, but I am so happy to have the full size now. The little decks mini decks are very, very useful for travel, and also if you're doing a larger spread, maybe working with Lenormand and Oracle, and yes, they are very useful. And they did do a great job of keeping a lot of the imagery, but it's on a much smaller scale. And if you have old eyes like me, you know, you have to take that into consideration. And I bought it because this larger version was long out of print. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I have both. You know, for a while I was thinking maybe I should sell this one because now it's getting up there to help pay for one of these, but I didn't have to because my husband got it for me, and now I can enjoy both. Yeah, I am so thankful. My husband's a great guy. I'm very, very fortunate. Very fortunate. And he was like, you know, you've been looking for this deck for so long. I wanted you to have it. I kind of balked because I saw how much he paid for it, and nowhere near the $1,000 of the Russian deck. No way. But it was a lot more than I would have, you know, personally conceded to. And I'm glad I didn't have to, you know, make that decision. He just made it for me, and sometimes that's nice to have. And, you know, you don't have to feel guilty about it. I am so pleased, so happy. That being said, I have ordered some decks. I'm going to be celebrating my birthday all month long. All month long. So happy birthday to my fellow Pisceans and March birthdays. I hope, especially this year, you're able to treat yourself with something that makes you happy and joyful. You know, things are looking up. Looks like we may be able to have a more or less normal summer with recent news of the vaccine. I'm so happy. I just noticed that the light changed. It was sunny and now it got really dark outside. I think we're expecting some rain. So yes, if you are new, let me know what you think of this deck. And also, if you've had this deck for a while, okay, there's the extra levers. This is the one I want to keep in. What do you think? So that concludes my flip through of the Bohemian Gothic. Just a surprise gift, and I thought I would share because it is a deck that I have wanted for so long, and I was afraid that it was moving farther and farther out of my reach. Yeah, Baba Studios is not producing tarot decks anymore. I think they're working on the Baroque Bohemian Cats, a new edition of that. But after that, they're not producing new tarot decks. They have spoken about reprinting some of their old tarot decks, and I believe the Victorian Romantic was mentioned as being probably the first deck that they're going to reprint and put out again. But you know, I have no idea about this of the Bohemian Gothic. I was afraid that it was going to be out of my clutches forever. So I want to put it out there though, if you happen to know of a book, the companion book, preferably the 3rd edition, that maybe you no longer need or want, or you know, you no longer have a use for, let me know. I would be willing to buy it for a reasonable price. Yeah, I haven't been able to find many books. I don't think there are any books on eBay right now. So let me know if you know of any that are on sale, if you've seen any, or if you have one yourself that you no longer need or no longer want. Let me know in the comments below, and maybe we could work something out. Because I do like to have the companion books, and I always buy the companion books with all my Baba decks. And with that, yeah, let me know what you think. Has there been a deck that you were afraid that was out of your clutches, a dream deck, and you were able to get it? Yeah, let me know what that was. I'm very curious. So with that, I will leave you for now, and I will be back with another video very, very soon. Bye for now.